of you when you're too crazy. Lifeless to those, the definition for what life is. Priceless to you because I put you on the hype. Then like it. Righteous with your psychic among those possess you with one.
Ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. Ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
The essence, the basics, without it you make it. Allow me to make this childlike in nature. Rhythm, you have it or you don't, that's a fallacy, I'm in them. Every sprouting tree, every child of peace, every cloud and sea. You see with your eyes and see destruction and demise. Corruption in the skies from this enterprise. Now I'm sucked into your lives through rust, so not his muscles, but percussion he provides for me as a guide. Y'all can see me now cause you don't see with your eye. You perceive with your mind, that's the end. So I'ma stick around with...
Thanks for joining us here at 2K Sports for today's game. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. Here's Flag. Washington outside. Gafford the screen to the middle. On the wing, Christie. 6 to shoot. Here's Washington. Boston pulls it in. Tatum inside. Pass to Vucevic. And here's Brown for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off the ball.
Outside Christie. Washington outside. Tries the spin move.
Oh! Wow!
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, he's as steady as they come at the big man position. Vucevic is someone you can count on to help you shoulder some of the offensive load.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Back to Washington. Marshall outside. Gafford in the post. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Flag. And the dunk by Gafford.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
It's stolen away. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Brown drives in. Rebounded by Marshall. The Mavericks trailing. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Washington outside. Pass to Flag. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And it's Washington missing. And Boston has possession. Tatum with it. And it's Marshall picking him up. And the basket by Brown.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Outside Christie. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Hauser outside. Pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. It's Middleton on the wing. Pass to Marshall. Now Middleton. There's a screen. The floater. Can't get it to drop. Celtics lead by 4. Outside Pritchard. Here's Walsh. Back to Pritchard. Rebound by Middleton. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Shireman. Here's Queta. Middleton covering. Queta, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Gafford the screen. Off with the layup. Here's Walsh. And he drives in. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Celtics up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report. Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
On the wing, Thompson. A shot from the high post. No good off the back of the rim. Boston leading by 6. Here's Tatum. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
Nails it from 3. Thompson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get back.
Pass to Pritchard. Nice D from Nembhard. Mavericks trail by 5. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Bagley. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Bagley. 1.5 minutes gone in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. And it's rejected. Nembhard into the lane. Christie's got room. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Well, I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but he drained it.
Here's Tatum. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Here's Dallas now. They trail by 1. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. White for 3. Pass to Nembhard. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Flag. To the inside. Out to Bagley. Just 4 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Oh, look out! JB throwing it down.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
Nembhard outside. He takes it in. Right side Bagley. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Washington. Boston pulls it in. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. Outside Pritchard. Here's Tatum. Count it. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
Easy shot for him. He'll take that every time up the floor.
It's Bagley, high post. Back to Washington. Inside. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
Shooting for Dallas, Marvin Bagley.
Here's Pritchard. A minute 6 left to play in the 2nd quarter. And it's the Mavericks ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Marshall. Here's Bagley. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
Marvin Bagley III.
And he drops the first. And both free throws good for Bagley. Boston trailing. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Here's Marshall. Dallas, no good that time either. So it's Boston now. Brown attacking. Three-pointer Pritchard. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting lead. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Dallas shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. No good on the free throw.
The line for 2.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
And that's surprising. He's usually automatic at the free throw line. Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Marshall outside. Now here's Gafford. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk by Gafford.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Celtics out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the 3rd quarter, right after the break. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Hauser can't get it to go. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Christie. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Tatum with a steal. Outside, Brown. Back to Hauser. Outside, Brown. Hauser outside. Now here's Tatum. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Boston leading by 3. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Count the basket and the foul. P.J. Washington picks one up.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
Boston shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Christie with a steal. In transition, here they come. Pass to Gafford. It's his first trip to the line. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. First one falls. And so he hits both. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. 3-point lead. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Tatum. Tatum to the rack. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Yeah, no question, Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
Here's Flag. No made baskets yet. 5 on the clock. Here's Gafford. Nifty move. Off target with a jump hook. Boston leading by 5. Here's Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
Masterful touch on the floater by Tatum, making a difficult shot look relatively easy.
Pass to Marshall. Here's Flag. And a missed layup. Tatum inside. Tatum drops the hammer.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
It's stolen by Washington. Over to the wing. Spins. Pass to Flag. Back to Washington. And here's Christie. And the three-pointer goes. Christie's got 7 points in the game.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Now Washington. Here's Flag. He's guarded by White. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that.
Boston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Pritchard hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Back to Nembhard. Outside Christie. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Walsh. Boston leading by 8. Pass to Queta. Brown. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Tricky move by Brown inside, making sure he gets the whistle and completes his motion.
The Mavericks on offense. Again, the miss by Dallas. Stolen by Thompson. From downtown. Knocks it down from distance. 6 points for him.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
And the basket by Brown. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
And here's Thompson for three. And Dallas hits again from deep.
And this is Thompson's game. His coaches and teammates love seeing him shoot off the catch.
Outside Pritchard. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Shireman. There's the drive. And he banks in the layup.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Here's Thompson. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Celtics up 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
37.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Mavericks trail by 4. Nembhard outside. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Thompson outside. Another shot. 4 on the clock.
One of the most selfless stars in the game. Klay has no problem playing the role of distributor.
Pass to Shireman. Back to Tatum. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Boston.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
On the wing, Thompson. To tie it up. And Pritchard pulls it down. Pass to Shireman. And here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Nembhard. And stolen by Nembhard. To the paint. Here's Flag. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Lifting off and hammering it down. Flag just springing off the floor.
Foul. Musa Cisse.
No good on that
Second team foul.
one. That one misses. The Mavericks trailing. Nembhard with it. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Gafford. Back to Thompson. Now Gafford. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. Nate Pritchard picks one up.
Boston foul. Peyton Pritchard. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Dallas.
And so he's able to get one of 2.
Well, they tied it up, but that was a good chance to pull in front.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And it's Washington missing. And Hauser, here we go. And he slams it in one-handed.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it.
Now Washington. Here's Christie. Marshall outside. Now Christie. He fires. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boston ball.
Boston leading by 4. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
White fires! Washington with a rebound. And here's Dallas. Here's Christie. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you has to dig deep. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Anything to give his team an extra push to close the gap." Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Book it! That one goes!
The fadeaway with no one on him. Looking for style points to go along with the real ones.
Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Right side White. Now Vucevic. Oh, he jammed it.
Look to a machine like Vooch when you need him most. He's a reliable offensive option who comes through for his club.
Now Thompson. Washington fires. Oh, missed on the tray.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get...
Oh, Jason Tatum.
That's a big-time move by Jason Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that one.
Now Washington. Thompson outside. Here's Christie. Just 5 on the clock. Now Thompson. Oh, no good. 54 seconds left in the fourth. Now Vucevic. There's a pass to Tatum. White. Can't get the three.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Rebounded by Vucevic.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And that's an intentional foul. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
Stepping up to secure the board, he just wanted it more.
Brown jams it home. Christie outside. Jacks up a three. The three ball is down. Banks it home. Big shot. So we see Boston get the win here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
Tibbs.